Meth, by many accounts, is running rampant on the Pine Ridge Reservation. Tonight, we look at why. Why has this dangerous drug gained such a foothold there? After multiple interviews, we've come up with 5 answers in no particular order to the question, why? In part 2 of our special report, Life or Meth, Battle for Pine Ridge. A single mother, known as Mama Jules, is one of the biggest crusaders against meth on Pine Ridge. She, like all of us, trying to understand how things got so bad.
Meth is an evil spirit. It's a brother to the suicide spirit and the alcohol. They're all evil spirits that want to consume our kids. They want to take our kids from us. And so it's up to us to not let that happen as adults.
Jerica Dreamer is one of Mama Jules' daughters and says she herself is a former meth user.
We're in poverty, so a lot of people don't know how to deal with it, so they turn to this drug to cope with things or how to deal with stress or whatever they're going through.
At the correctional facility in Pine Ridge, an admitted meth user echoes those same thoughts.
There's a lot of suicide, there's a lot of alcoholism, there's a lot of poverty, and those are probably the 3 main reasons why I would think somebody would turn to meth.
For their safety, we agreed to blur inmates' faces and change their names. Answer number 1 to the question why: living conditions on Pine Ridge. Answer number 2, a shortage of law enforcement on the reservation. According to tribal police, they're funded for 44 officers. Right now, they have only approximately 30, nowhere near what they say they need.
Anyway, we need at least 120 officers to actually patrol the reservation.
Mama Jules started the grassroots group Mothers Against Meth Alliance, funded only, she says, by private donations, not the government nor the tribe, and fueled by her passion.
And so I started publicly shaming the meth dealers. And I got threatened. I got a gun held to my head. I get my windows broke out constantly.
So she says that is something she no longer does. U.S. Attorney for South Dakota, Randy Seiler, speaking only in general terms, not specifically about Pine Ridge, says this.
Among the career drug dealers, if you will, that we see out there, meth distributors are the most violent, the most erratic, the most paranoid, and the most likely to resort to violence and have a substantial firearms arsenal at their disposal.
You can add intimidation as reason number 3 for why meth runs rampant here. And number 4, it appears possible in these parts that meth is becoming more socially acceptable.
People used to get mad at you if you did it. Today, people encourage each other and be like trying to make you imagine how it felt.
Some people think it's cool to be a meth user, when really it's embarrassing.
This is cedar that I burn, but we smudge, and what we do, it keeps the bad spirits away. That's our way, it's our medicine, and that's what protects us.
Finally, with widespread poverty here, we need to add affordability as answer number 5 to the question of why meth appears to be out of control here. Word is the going rate is just $20 for a tiny little packet, enough to get you high. Tomorrow night, part 3, the most important part of all, we'll look at some solutions to the epidemic. Folks on Pine Ridge say they need help fighting this battle. We'll hear what kind of help they need as we wrap up our special report, Life or Meth, Battle for Pine Ridge, tomorrow night.